We can talk about, Sony deciding that they were going to end physical discs and everybody shit in the fan, only to
Uh,
then go and crash the PlayStation Store because everybody had to buy the Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports. Not even remakes, not even remasters, just a straight
these are
PS3 port. And
ports that they're selling at the stores.
they're selling. They've ported Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 from PS3 to PS5, but they're not. There's no
Oh,
graphical upgrade. There's no like remaster, remake of it or anything. It's just a straight PS3 port that you can now buy on PS5. That they've been
here's the
selling for
problem
like.
though. I own those physical discs. Can I just put it in my PS5 and play it,
I'm
or do
eventually
I
gonna
have
say
to buy it
probably
again?
not. I was gonna say I think you're gonna have to probably
See,
buy it
that's
again.
garbage.
But
If I
the
own this physical copy and they're not doing any sort of upgrade, I should be able to get that shit for free.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that's yeah,
let me put
I
in
think that's
let me
fair.
put in the, barcode or what is it the UPC? What are the numbers on the barcode? You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, that's your proof of purchase. Let's go." Uh, greed comes in many shapes
Right,
and
right. Um, but like, so everybody fucking everybody decided to make a fucking big shit fit with it, and and like they sorry, everybody tried to make a big like conniption about going discless and how Sony is destroying physical media and blah blah blah, and why would anybody buy a video game without a hard disk? What if you take it offline and blah blah blah. And then like a week later they shadow dropped these two games and they crashed the PlayStation Store buying it up so fast. Like it's I think the fourth best selling thing on PlayStation Store right now is these two straight up ports. Again, not remastered, not remakes, nothing. Just straight up ports
yeah,
from PS3 that you don't get fucking a disc with. You just have to buy them digitally.
yeah,
Uh,
that's crazy. I mean, the thing is with those 2 games, the 2 original Black Ops games, even today, they without any sort of upgrades, they still hold up very strong.
sure, 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 sure. No,
Like, they're
I
very
hear they're fucking
playable.
great. Yeah.
2 of the best Call of Duty games to date. Like, nothing comes close. As a matter of fact, I was playing Black Ops 2 for such a long time, up until uh, the Modern Warfare 2019 got released.
Yeah.
So, and Black Ops 2 came out in 2012,
Yeah, I
I
was gonna say
believe.
they're at least 15 years old, I think is what they said.
Yeah. So, great games. Everybody was playing Black Ops 2 probably up until 2019,
Not me.
except you. But
Except for me,
we
yeah.
already know
Uh,
where you're at with first person shooters.
It's funny because like my brother was a big Call of Duty guy, and like, but like I never even owned an Xbox until the Xbox One came out, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, like I didn't really have anybody to play PlayStation with either. Like I,
Yeah,
so
I mean, I was playing those by myself. I wasn't
okay,
playing.
yeah,
I mean, I was playing multiplayer, but I was playing by myself. I didn't have like a party of friends to play with.
yeah,
But it was Black Ops 2 when I was streaming on Twitch a lot. That I was playing Black Ops 2, probably streaming to one person maybe, and that's when I got rated or hosted by um, boy, he was with Ghost, the Aiden. He was
oh
a
yeah,
Call of Duty pro player.
yeah.
I got rated by this guy, and I'm like, where the fuck did all these viewers come? All of a sudden, there's like 2,000 people in my stream. And
And you're like,
I'm like, what? This is
I hit
crazy.
the jackpot. Dude, I remember you telling
I'm
me
gonna
about
be
that.
rich.
'Cause I remember you playing that game before. Like you would kind of play
Very
some newer
religious.
games or whatever, and then you would just be like, nah, I think I'm just gonna go back to the old tried and true.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool, man. I remember that.
and
I remember
I
you saying
do
that.
own that game on Steam already. I own the
Okay.
Black Ops 2 game.
Yeah.
Um,
I think right now I might have to jump on my PS5 to double check, but I think right now they're actually on sale. So the original price.
9.99.
Okay, are they? So
No,
Uh,
if they're on sale for $100, they can go fuck
okay.
right off.
Well, okay. So here's the normal price, right? When they first dropped, normal price was, I think it was $29.99 for the base game,
Damn.
$29.99 for the DLC, for Black Ops 1, and then it was $39.99 for Black Ops 2 and $29.99 for the DLC for that one. It total, like, if you bought the two games and the two DLCs, it was like $140.
Now,
But I
that's how
think
much
I
you pay
think
for
they're on
one
sale
game
now. I
and
think
a
they're on
DLC.
sale.
I kind of want to go back to what you originally brought up, though, is like this panic and the surge to go buy physical copies of
Sure.
games.
Yeah.
I really feel like that's a good idea in the long run because, um, well, I think ultimately that's the only way you're going to get to continue enjoying the games that you enjoy is
Eh,
to buy your physical games, have your old game system so you can play them. Like I still have my PlayStation 3. I
right.
should probably, and
Right.
I have some physical games. Like I have Black Ops 2 as a physical copy, and then some other games that I can't find anywhere. Like I have a game that's called Wet, and that's short for Wet Works. It's not some other game. Um, but it's a fun game to me. It's like a third person shooter action slow motion type. Like you get into these like slow motion time things, kind of like a Max Payne
Mhm.
used to do. And you can do just cool combos and whatnot. Man, it's got a somewhat interesting story. It's not great, but you can't play it anywhere. There's
Right.
no digital ports right now. Sure, you can go find an ISO and rip it from the internet if you want,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
play it on your emulator.
So
But that's it.
I
Like
would
it's not on PlayStation 5's like back catalog
right,
or
right,
anything.
right, right. Yeah, and I don't think they have anything. I don't think they have anything PS3 or before. I think you can, on the store. Like, I
No, they
believe.
do. They have classics. They
Well, you can
have all the way
stream
back
them
to
if you have.
PS1.
Yeah, you can stream them if you have, like, like the PlayStation Premium or
Yeah, if you have
whatever.
the PlayStation
But I
Premium,
don't think you
yeah.
can buy them off the store,
Yeah,
if that
okay, yeah,
makes
that makes
sense.
sense. You can only, we'll go quote unquote, you can rent them.
Right, yeah.
We'll call it renting. Well, you're basically paying. It's like going to Aaron's or rent a center,
Sure,
and,
sure. Now
and then
I would mostly agree with you when it comes to, like, if you're, especially if you're like a collector, um
yeah, it's
going
the
and
only way you
getting
can own a game. Actually,
well,
that would be
yeah, like, I agree to a certain extent. Like, the single player games that literally have single player aspects. So, I brought
mm,
up the Amazing Spider-Man would be one. Like God of War would be another
yeah.
one. Those would probably be worth purchasing, because they're probably gonna try and shut those down. That way, when they do, like, for instance, God of War, they're remaking the first three. They're not gonna want
Mm.
you to be able to play the original three, so they're gonna shut that shit down and make you buy the remasters.
Well, that's why you should own the original three. They're
Right,
single player, and you can't shut it down if you own a digital copy of or a physical copy of the
right,
game.
right. There's no online connection required for that.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I almost feel like there's gonna be a bigger surge later on because at some point the ceiling has to break, right? Like I know they're trying to go towards online multiplayer, making online purchases, doing all the microtransactions.
right, right.
I feel like when GTA 6 comes out, there's going to be a lot of things like digital content that you can buy in game. Like
Which,
I've seen games where you can go to a clothing store in the game and then spend actual money to
yeah.
buy a freaking T-shirt, and
Uh,
it'd be interesting to see if something like that will end up being in a game like GTA.
you can buy a physical copy, but all you get is a download code in the box. It's not going to be on
Oh yeah,
CD or disc or anything. And
yeah. I
so,
mean that's the way most physical discs are now. Anyways,
right,
the
right.
disc is only like a code, an
Yeah,
access
yeah.
code,
You still have
because
to
you still have to do a
download the
big ass
game
download.
from the store.
So they've already got you. You
Yeah.
know, you're buying the game, but it's really like that's just the key to
Right,
unlock it.
right. And so that, I mean, like, the truth is, like, I think Destiny. No, I take that back. Destiny was the first one I bought. I think I did own maybe four discs, four game discs for Xbox. I know, and if like Madden 15, I think is one of them. So I did own like maybe four hard copies of video games, but like I I kind of went into the digital stuff with PlayStation and Xbox years ago. Like
Yeah.
it's been a long time for me
Okay.
since I bought a hard copy. And so it that doesn't bother me that much. What it does bother me with though is like I look at the Nintendo as like my nostalgia stuff. I still
Mhm.
buy the cartridges for the Nintendo Switch. So if Nintendo starts going that way too, that's probably that'll probably disappoint me.
Well, they're slowly going that way because even
Right.
if you still
It's
have
a
the
key
option of buying
card
the
now
cartridge
instead of a
versus
cartridge. Yeah.
you can still buy the digital version of most of the games that are coming out.
Right.
Uh,
Some of them are key cards though, so it looks like, which is weird because like if you're just gonna make the cartridge anyway, why do you just make the cartridge the key card, and you still got to download it from the internet? Why don't if you're still gonna make the cartridge, just put the game on the cartridge.
there's only one thing that I could see why you would have most of it digital. Like games nowadays have massive amounts of data, and I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
much you can
You
put
can't fit
on a
them all.
CD.
You can
But
put
I
on a
used to
Blu-ray.
have
You can put about 85, 90 gig. But I mean,
okay.
you want to talk
And
about
some games like GTA is probably gonna be a few hundred
150?
gigs.
Yeah.
I know like Cyberpunk is over 100.
Yeah, yeah.
There's other games where I'm like, well, shit, I have to delete 15 games just so I can
Right.
put this one on
I
my
guess this is
computer.
gonna be the only game I'm playing for a while because it's the only one I can fit on my system.
Yeah, but I
Uh,
mean, remember back in the day, like anything PlayStation, the disc games where you would buy a game, but it'd have 4 discs in it, so you
yeah,
could be
yeah.
playing the game.
Final
Time to
Fantasy
switch
7
CDs.
had 3. Final Fantasy 8
Yeah,
had 4. Yeah, absolutely. I remember
and
that
I had
shit.
no issue switching discs to play the next.
Yeah, neither did I. Neither did I. It didn't bother me at all. Actually, it was like it kind of felt like a little bit of an achievement, right? Like, oh yeah,
Oh, good.
I got the
All
first disc
right,
done. I'm moving on.
I'm a quarter of the way through this shit.
Right? Yeah. No, yeah, that didn't bother me at all
Love
either,
it.
like buying multiple discs and stuff. But I think that's probably, I mean, if I was to venture, well, no, actually, I'm sorry, I take this back. I'll preface this by saying the number one reason they want to go discless is it costs more to manufacture discs than it does to not manufacture anything. So they're trying to cut costs. But like I would also think that what they'll use as the example is the fact that like GTA 6 is probably going to be this might be the biggest game ever at the time of launch. You're talking possibly 200 gigabytes. Yeah.
No, absolutely. I like at my level, which is close to the bottom. I still get offers from game developers in my
Okay, yeah.
in my neck of the woods. Like, hey,
Yeah.
we'd love for you. We see in your channel. We'd love for you to check out our game.
Sure.
Blah blah blah. Here's our package, like for like a promotional package. Blah
Mhm.
blah blah. What we're willing to pay for this many views. Like I get the works, and then um, one of the things some of them will say, "Hey, do what you want." Like we've actually seen your content. We know you do honest reviews of stuff. But then other ones will say, "Hey, this is what we'll do. This is what we're willing to
Yeah.
pay. If you do a positive review."
Right, 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 right.
And
Yeah.
so I'm like, well, I'm on
I
99. Well, there's some that I review, but the ones that ask me to do a positive review, I typically just turn them down.
yeah, yeah,
Like,
I
yeah, I mean,
would too.
yeah, I don't want to be indebted to you to do a positive review on something that I might not like.
Right, 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 right. And I had a similar experience. So this mobile game, which I'm not a mobile game player really, but I do, I have played some
Mhm.
but this mobile game was like, hey, we've seen that you do movie review or video game reviews on YouTube. We'd love you to play our game. If you are interested in reviewing our game and getting like a tech demo or whatever it was, click this link. And so I clicked this link. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. I clicked this link and I'm like reading all the fine print. And like one of the fine prints was like, no negative reviews allowed, or like you can't say certain things are bad about the game. And it's like, okay, no, I'm not, never mind.
What I should do, yeah, what I should do is like be like, you know what? I will do this review, but don't pay me because I'm gonna fucking shit on your
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah. If it's bad, I'm gonna fucking be honest about it.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If it's bad, you don't have to pay me. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. I've done it before. I've made fun. Like there's been a time or two where a developer has gotten upset with me because I've made some negative comments, or I would not even call them negative, constructive criticism
Sure, sure,
on
sure.
their games. And they're like, "Oh, I worked so hard on this." Well, I mean, you still
Yeah.
need to work a little harder in
And
areas.
that's
And
the
that's
thing, like, dude, bro, like I'm not, and this is where people take criticism so badly, right? Like I have this friend that, God forbid, our podcast, our Sin City podcast or whatever that we do here, blew up. He is so thin skinned that if anybody ever
oh
said
yeah,
anything negative about him, he would fucking just kill himself, right? And
oh
and
my
it's
god,
dude, and
TJ
it's
and Santa Bob, I'm gonna shit on the shit that you shed.
and it's just like, dude, like I just didn't like this aspect of your game. Like I think you
Yeah,
can do better. I'm not saying that you're a piece of shit and you should fucking off yourself. Like I'm not attacking you personally. I just didn't care for this part of the game. And but people are
yeah,
like, "Oh man, if you don't like what I create, you hate me as a person." I don't even fucking know you as a person,
yeah. I
dude.
don't care
Like
about you. I just want you to develop a good game. No, like I literally, there's one that I remember. I still think the game is great. It's a great game, but at the time I had been playing it. I had put several hours into it,
Yeah,
and it's one that gets periodically the next chapter or whatever. It's like in development. That's how a lot of visual novels are. They just are kind of perpetually in development because
sure, sure.
they'll build them over time and keep adding to them while they have their Patreon backing and everything. This one I had been playing for a while as a series, and then one day one of my comments just happened to be, yeah, at the end of the video, I'm like, okay, well, I enjoy the game, but I don't remember my exact wording, but basically I said I don't know if there's a story yet.
Oh,
I don't know if
sure,
there's an
yeah.
actual story. And then I got a little bit of feedback from the developer on that one, like
Dang.
because the developer didn't like that. I in their eyes they said that they just thought I kind of shit on the game and said there's no
Sure,
fucking
sure.
story here. That's not what I'm saying. I just don't know what it is
Right,
yet.
yeah, 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 yeah. And
But
that's
I played it since, and it's still a good game, and I'm seeing where it's going. But also, when you have games that like that are just taking a long time to develop and bring out, you just gonna have people that are gonna be lost for a while.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah,
We may have
I
gone
mean, what are
off
you
of
gonna do?
our first topic of
Like discless games.
digital versus
I mean, to
disc
okay, to
games.
get back to it, like to get back to it, like I don't really see the big deal. I kind of saw the writing on the wall. Like PC gaming has been discless at least since the advent of Steam, right? And like I know I still have them somewhere in my parents' house. Like I still have like the disc of like Diablo 2 and shit and StarCraft or whatever. But like I mean,
That's true. You make a
when
good point with that.
when people got onto Steam, it's not like you purchase a game from Steam and they mail you a disc. Like
Yeah,
Epic Games, when I bought Cyberpunk from Epic Games, they didn't like ship me a box and then I like we've been discless for a long time and no one's ever seemed to care about it. And you know, I do understand like what you were saying before where like you're on a computer, there's certain things you can do with the game to make sure that it works all the time, regardless of what state the manufacturer is in, the developer is in, whatever. Um, but like, I mean, to say that people, to say that people were still so invested in physical media at this time in this day and age, I think is disingenuous. I think this is just one of
Yeah,
those things where everybody is shitting on Sony because they were the first to make it official. Like
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Um, and I think it's more of like, you know how you don't do something, but when you're not given the option anymore, then you're upset about it?
right, 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 right. Yeah.
It's
No,
probably a
it's
bit of that, and then also the people who do still
yeah.
buy discs.
It's
But then also eh, as time goes on, people have started realizing that at any minute, the things that they put so much time into, the things that they think they own, they don't really own, and
right,
the
right.
companies can take it away
I
at a
mean,
snap of fingers.
you know,
So that's
uh
another thing. All those things together might be what is culminate. I don't know if culminate is the right word, but
Culmination,
uh,
yeah, that's a good word. Because
uh,
you bring up another good point. Like, and again, because it's Sony that announced that they're going discless in 2028, literally like 2 weeks after they announced, "Hey, our deal with this movie company has fallen apart. We couldn't come together to extend this deal. So any movie that you bought from this guy on our platform, you no longer have access to."
yeah.
Right? And so
Kind
yeah,
of a
no,
bummer if
I
I go into my like I own movies on. It's not called Vudu anymore. It's called Fandango. I think
sure, yeah,
Fandango
yeah,
bought up.
yeah, I think that's
But
right.
I own movies on that platform, so they're digital copies of movies. If one day I go in there and my library that I paid money for is
Is
gone and I
gone.
can't access it anymore,
I
I'd feel a certain way about that.
I would too. And like now whether it be like, like a Sony disc like gift card for the Sony store, or like maybe a couple of months free of Sony Premium or whatever. I don't think it should be allowed for Sony to just take that shit away that you spent money on without
Yeah.
giving you some sort of repercussions for it. Like they should have to refund the money that you spent. And like I said, if it's a gift card, it's a
Oh, yeah.
gift card, or like free premium for however long. But yeah,
Mm,
like that's theft to me, right? That's straight up theft. If I walk
absolutely.
into your house and I take something that you own, I'm going to jail for stealing it from you. Why
Speaking
Sony
of
can do
theft
that and not get in trouble is beyond me.
Speaking of theft, with all this stuff going on, with the ability to take things away that you've bought, and then if your digital media is not really owned by you, uh, the argument, and not just from the little people like me, but from bigger names in the industry, YouTube, we'll call it YouTube, the industry,
Sure.
whatever. Like major content creators
Yeah,
are starting to say things like, "Well, uh, if we don't own it anyway, then piracy is the way to go.
that's right. Yeah. No, I shoot,
Because
man.
if we pay for it but don't get to keep it, then so they're starting to point at, well, fucking just rip it from somewhere
It,
and
I
don't pay
mean,
for it at all anyway,
you ain't kidding.
because they're
Like
just gonna they can
what
take it away."
I'm trying to think of what the meme is that I keep seeing. If owning or no, it if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing, I think is what they
Yeah,
say.
I think I saw the same
And,
one recently.
yeah, and like
And that came from, I think that was retweeted or something from a bigger name in the creator sphere.
yeah, yeah. I mean, the Roach King, Gold, right? He for years he's been like, yeah, if you want to pre-order GTA 6, go for it. I mean, I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait till the game comes out, and then I'm gonna go to piratebay.org and fucking. But you do you,
Uh,
man. You want to
guy, this
buy?
guy's a multi-millionaire and he's a cheap ass as well.
I saw that. This is random because I have to use the bathroom, and so I'm gonna like kind of put us on pause here after a second. But I saw this video of him. He went on a date with some like Korean YouTuber, and like
Mhm.
she's asking him like all this different stuff, and he's just like, yeah, how much I spent on my couch? I don't know, $100, $200, zero. I got it off the side of the street.
Yeah, he's he lives, he
A
lives
very
within his
modest
means,
life, yeah.
live modest life. Yeah.
Uh, we brought up Asmongold. We were talking about GTA 6. One of the things that I did hear a lot of speculation on was like that video that you sent me about him talking about the UK's new law.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
there's serious talk about possibly needing to and we talked about this a little bit last time too, like needing your ID to even be able to play GTA. And so
um,
I mean that's crazy to me. But it looks like they're gonna try and make this a thing. And I don't know if it's possible. I'm sure it is. But like I know there's states in America, like I did some little background check on this, but there's like states in America that are also trying to pass these laws. And so like I don't feel like GTA or Rockstar or any of these other companies would be like, okay, yeah, we're not going to require this because it's not required in Texas, but we do have to do it in Michigan because it's required in Michigan. Like that just doesn't seem feasible
yeah,
to
it'll be
me,
blanketed everywhere
Yeah,
probably.
which
Um, so there's
uh,
2 sides of this that I'm looking at. One, if I go into a video store and I buy an R-rated movie, I completely expect the cashier to ask for my ID. I mean, I don't look young,
yeah,
but
yeah,
but I expect
yeah.
it because
It's the
it's
law.
illegal
Yeah,
for a
it's the
minor.
law.
And it's the same thing via digital content as well. A minor can't buy digital content that is not age appropriate.
Right, right.
The problem is how they're requiring you to prove your age. I don't want to scan my driver's license, photo ID, or whatever, and send it to someone
Right, right.
uh, online.
How many
Like I've
times do we
already sent
hear
you credit card information
yeah.
to purchase it, and the fact that I have a credit card, uh, you already know other
You gotta be at least
information
18.
based on that should be enough. Plus, I've already got an account with you probably where I've added all that information. So if it's something where like with Rockstar, they know my age because they've created an account, right?
Right, right.
Oh, that's
Well, I
that's the
mean,
way it should be. I mean, it's not 100% foolproof,
sure.
but it's it's better than the alternative where I'm just giving up even more of my personal information to
Right.
then be leaked somewhere online.
And that's I think what gets me the most is it's what type of information, right? Like how many times have we heard that, oh, Apple or, Microsoft or Sony or whatever big company just settled a lawsuit because their place got hacked and everybody's information got stolen, right? And it's
Yeah.
like 6 months after the event before they tell anybody about this.
Oh yeah, you won't know about it
Uh,
until it's too late. Um,
and
and the thing is, they don't need really they don't need facial recognition. I don't know why that's becoming a thing. Why do you need
well,
facial
that's
recognition?
yeah, that's the surveillance state that we're building all these fucking
Exactly.
data centers for. And that's my point. Like, if they go on if they go online and they hack Sony's account and they get my credit card number and then they try to spend something on my credit card company is going to notify me that there's somebody buying something weird in Timbuk fucking 2. Is this really you? But like if I put my driver's license up there, right? And they take my driver's license, now they got my picture, they got my full like government name, they got all my like my birth date information, everything like that.
Mhm.
And it's not like the DMV goes, "Oh, hey, we found your driver's license picture in Timbuktu." Like, like that shit's dangerous. Like I don't like that
Yeah,
shit at all.
I mean, we're just making it easier.
Right. Yeah.
We're making it easy. I know, like, we don't have privacy already anyway, but let's not make it easier.
Right. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I still generally, yes, they're reading all our emails, yes, they're saving all our texts and all this stuff. But like I don't really feel like I say anything that I have to be scared of, right? But like
Yeah.
in today's day and age with AI, if they have my likeness and all that other information with it, now all of a sudden I'm like wanted for murder in Miami, Florida, which I've never been to. You
Yeah.
know, like that
Yeah.
shit's crazy to me.
Oh, um, now what was I gonna say when you came back? So no, I was looking at, and this is not on the same topic either. But one thing I was thinking of over the past few days is that I watched Drive recently for the first time
The Ryan
with
Gosling
Ryan
film?
Gosling.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
like that movie.
Uh, Waiting for people here to shut up. Um, yeah, so I watched that for the first time, and like I just said, like at the end of the movie, I was just like, that was actually a great movie. I don't know when it was made. I didn't check what year it was made
I
or
want to
whatever.
say that's probably 10 years old now.
Yeah. But I just thought it was a great movie, and there was a scene in it that I was like, this is like right here. This scene is
2011,
just like
yeah.
a masterpiece of a scene. And you said you've seen it. It's old enough that I can spoil it for everybody.
Yeah, yeah, it's 15 years old. There
Um,
is no more
where
cover your ears.
he's in the elevator with this we'll call her the love interest,
Mhm.
and there's like a guy in the elevator next to him, and he sees like the guy, he sees that there's a gun in his pocket, so he knows they're on the elevator up to their place because and this guy's about to take him out.
Yeah,
So it kind of
yeah.
gets in that slow motion thing, and he slowly brushes the girl behind him to kind of protect her,
Mhm.
but at the same time he turns around, kisses her, and then commits the most violent and heinous act in the entire movie, where he
That's,
immediately just starts beating the shit out of this other guy, and then literally stomps his face into the ground until there's nothing left.
have you,
And
have
then,
Oh, go ahead.
and
I'm sorry. I didn't.
I just thought the way that was shot, um, was like, this is gonna sound corny, but like that's one of the best like love scenes ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Just the music, the slow motion, the fact that he like does this thing where he's protecting her, but also finally
Mhm.
like kisses her and shows like he actually is interested in her and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
And then it ends with him just like smashing a head into the ground.
Yeah, so it's a cool movie because like when you're first introduced to him, you find out that like he's he's a Hollywood stunt driver, right?
Mhm.
But like at nighttime, because he's kind of a loner and he doesn't really care for people, he drives getaway cars for like bank robbers and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But it had
His character's so cool.
so have you ever heard the story of the Scorpion and the Frog?
It sounds familiar, but I'm not 100%
Okay,
sure where I've
so
heard it.
the jacket that he wears through that whole movie, right? It's got a big golden scorpion on the back, and so
Okay.
the story of the Scorpion and the Frog. There's a scorpion that comes up to a river, and he can't get across because he can't swim, right? But his frog friend,
Yeah.
his this frog says, "Hey, I can help you, but normally like scorpions would kill frogs." And the scorpion's like, and the frog's like, "But if you promise not to hurt me, I will help you across this river." And so the scorpion agrees to it at first, and he goes, "Sure." He gets on the back of this frog, and this frog takes him across the river. As soon as he gets across the river, the scorpion turns around and stings him to death. And like as he's dying, the frog's like, "What the fuck, dude?" And the scorpion's like, "I'm a scorpion. What did you expect?" Right? And so
I've heard a
it's
similar analogy. I
yeah.
think it was different animals probably, but I've heard a
Okay.
similar one.
Sure. And so that's the beauty of this story is you have this guy who's like, I mean, he's basically trained to be this murderous killer guy, right?
Yeah,
But he all of a sudden kind of has this kind of change of heart because he meets this woman played by Carrie Mulligan and her, I think it's her son, I think.
yeah.
Um, and he tries to become a better person, only to then wind up in that situation where he has to be who he really is, right? Like it's good. It's a good movie. It's a very good movie.
the other cool thing about it was like the whole time he's really quiet,
Mhm.
reserved. Uh, Seems like a nice guy the way he talks to Gary Mulligan's character, the kid, even his buddy at the automotive shop.
Yeah.
Just a really nice guy, involved in some crime on the side. Be like, okay, but he's only a driver, so he's not involved in any
Right,
of
right.
the
It's not
violence
like he
or
does
anything.
any of the yeah.
And then the first sign that you know that he can be violent as fuck is some guy recognizes him at like a diner.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, hey, you know what? You're a driver, blah blah blah." And then, but then the next mission job, we had this other guy, and well, one of my buddies got killed, and my brother's in prison now, whatever. And then that's the first time he says it more than like just a few words in a line or in a scene. He's like, "If you don't shut the fuck up right now, I will." Like immediately violent.
Yeah,
Like, I will
yeah.
fucking
I'm
bash your
gonna
head
fuck
into this
you
guy. It
up.
was like something crazy. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay,
You
okay,
need
this
to
guy
be
does have a
quiet or I'm
violent
gonna
side.
fucking massacre
Yeah,
you.
he can definitely hold his own,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like it starts to kind of escalate from there because other problems started arising. But I thought that was great, and then it reminded me of other movies. Well, the elevator scene reminded me of other movies where I thought the scenes were perfect, and I immediately thought of Face Off. Whereas it's
Gotta
kind
take
of
his
like a
space.
I don't want to say I can't think of the right term I want to use, but like there's this the sweet side and the savory side. You mix them together and you get something really good.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird. Like the movie, the premise of the movie is completely ridiculous. But this scene, when I saw it the first time, and if I watch it again, I think the same thing. It's a scene. There's a shootout in his place, his like condo. They're having a whole party, get together, whatever, and
Yeah.
then like SWAT starts like throws smoke in the place. Then there's a huge shootout. But right before that shootout happens, uh, Gina Gershon, right?
Mhm.
Her character has
Yep.
a son, and it's supposedly Nicolas Cage's or the bad guy's son.
Right, right, right,
Um,
right, yeah.
they
The good guy,
they
bad guy, good guy, thing.
So the good guy with the bad guy's face, like, decides, "All right, for this kid, we're gonna put his headphones on, and we're gonna turn them on. That way he's not hearing any of the
Yeah,
gunfire
yeah.
and everything." And so immediately it goes from all the gun noises and everything. You might kind of hear them like subdued, but it's somewhere over the rainbow is playing during this whole shootout. And so and it's like slow, you see action going on, but all you're hearing is "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," and I'm like,
Right, yeah.
this scene was really, like, put together really
This is
well. You see the
really
action,
well
but
done.
then you have this completely opposing force with this beautiful music in the background, but it makes it a lot better. So I was thinking of that when I saw Drive, like, "Alright, that's a good scene," but also there's other scenes like that in movies that just make them perfect because
Uh,
there's conflicting feelings going on, I guess.
speaking of great shootout scenes, the now they're making a sequel to it. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but Heat, the original Heat, right?
Was that with
There's
Nick Nolte?
no, 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 no.
Am I
So he might be in the movie, but like the two big actors are Robert De Niro and Al
oh,
Pacino. Al
okay,
Pacino
never
plays
mind.
a cop that's trying to capture Robert De Niro, who's like a famous bank robber. But there's this scene where they're about to get caught because they've just heisted this bank vault, and they're on their way out, and the cops show up, and there's this shootout between Val Kilmer plays one of the criminals, Robert De Niro, and then a bunch of actors that I would probably recognize, but wouldn't be able to tell you what their names are. But there's this moment when Val Kilmer's character is shooting his gun at the cops. He runs out of bullets, and he has to like reload. And the way he reloads, they actually use that in like police training because he does it so perfectly. Like he
Neat.
drops the mag, and then like without even like taking his eye off of it, he just pulls the new one out and pops it in. He does it in like it's like 2 seconds. And so they actually use that as an example of how to, if you're in this like, shootout situation, this is how you need to do this because this is the best way to do it. Um, it's a great movie, by the way. Like I said, I have no idea. I have no expectations for Heat 2, even though I know like Leonardo DiCaprio's in it and some other famous people, but
Oh,
like the way that Heat
kind of
ended, I don't
losing
I don't
interest in Leonardo DiCaprio, to be honest.
the way Heat ended, I don't know. I don't know how you could do a sequel to that one, but who knows?
I think a good reload scene in a gunfight situation was probably Christian Bale in Equilibrium.
Okay.
He
I was gonna
he had the
say, the Boondock Saints when
the Boondock Saints. I've only seen it once, and it was a long time ago, but I thought that was a great movie.
oh, that's a
And then
yeah,
they made a
fantastic movie.
sequel to that one that I never saw, but
Yeah,
I
it wasn't as
or
good.
maybe I saw it, but I didn't give a shit, so I can't remember a damn
Nah,
thing about it.
I unfortunately saw it.
Yeah, I unfortunately saw it.
But
Boondock
like
Saints, great
the last like big shootout scene, right before they realize that it's the dad that's like this famous fucking killer. He's got like the 8 fucking mags, just taped to his chest, and he's shooting these 2 9s, and he runs out, he drops the thing, and he just like slams his chest into the next 2 to fill them up, and he starts shooting and slams them. Like it's a dope ass fucking scene, which I don't think would work at all, but
No, yeah, it doesn't have to be logical, it just has to look cool.
yeah, yeah.
Dude,
Uh,
what did I watch around the same time I saw Boondock Saints? Oh, it was The Usual Suspects. That was the other
oh yeah, that
like,
that was
I
pretty
had a
good
period
too.
of time where I was watching movies like that.
Yeah, The Usual Suspects was pretty
I
good
think there's
too.
a good shootout
It's
scene on that.
Kaiser
That was a
Soze.
movie. That
um,
was just what I really liked, Kevin Spacey. Like, Kevin Spacey had a great run
he had a
up
great
until he
run, and then it came out that he was kind of a douchebag.
kind of, flirting with the underage boys a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. So kind of going back to Face Off. Do you know who directed Face Off?
Peter Dinklage. No, I don't know.
It was directed by John Woo. That's actually
John
why.
Woo,
Yeah, that's
he did shoot, I know he's done other things, I just
oh yeah. I mean, a lot of his stuff is like Chinese action films. So he did A Better Tomorrow, which I think is oh no sorry, Internal Affairs is the one that The Departed was based off of. But A Better
mhm,
Tomorrow is basically what made Chow Yun Fat famous. But he also did like Hard Boiled. He did The Killer. All these movies are like kung fu actions, cinemas. Like The Killer is one of my
mhm,
favorite movies of all time. That shit's so fucking. It stars Chow Yun Fat, of course, because there's only
uh-huh.
one actor in Hong Kong. Um, but but he
Well, ever since Bruce Lee died.
but he plays this contract killer who in the beginning of the movie he's on this contract, and when he kills the guy that he's supposed to kill, he accidentally blinds this lady that was in the vicinity, and he feels so bad that he blinded this lady that he decides to spend the rest of the movie like protecting her because the people that hired him to kill this guy don't know she's blind, and so they want her taken out because they don't want any witnesses, right? And so
Okay,
he spends the rest of this movie protecting this blind lady because it's his fault that she's blind to begin with, and it's a great little shootout movie. Like,
um,
it's very good.
which one's that?
It's
Hard
called
Boiled?
so Hard Boiled
Or
is
no?
another. That's like a police action one. The Killer
Okay,
is the one
The
that I'm
Killer,
talking
okay.
about. Yeah,
That's more recent.
that was well, they
Oh, yeah, that was
re-released it
that was
in
before.
2024 on the Criterion Collection or something, but it originally came out in 1989.
Uh,
Uh,
okay, alright. Yeah, I've seen a few of John Woo's movies,
he did Mission
Broken
Impossible
Arrow.
too. Yeah, Broken Arrow. Yeah,
I
you're
don't know
insane,
if I saw Mission
ain't it cool?
Impossible. That's another one of those corny ass movies from the '90s.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
And then, obviously Face Off. Oh, Wind Talk he directed Wind Talkers, okay.
mhm.
There's another Nick Cage movie,
Yeah, yeah,
where they use the Native Americans to that's their
yeah.
language as
Because they didn't
code.
want, yeah, they didn't want, anybody listening in on their conversation. Yeah.
Where'd the other one go? There's another one, Broken Arrow. Oh, Paycheck with that one was with Ben Affleck, right?
Yes.
In
Yeah.
2003, which I thought was a pretty good movie. I felt like it didn't. Well, no, it's got a 6.3
Yeah, it's not
on
bad.
IMDb.
Better than Wind
I felt like at
Talkers,
the
which is
time.
crazy. I think Wind Talkers was nominated for Best Picture. Although it's a World War II movie, so it's, it's
Oh yeah, it
different.
was nominated just because it was a period piece. No, but I enjoyed Wind Talkers. I think that's one that I ended up
Yeah, it
watching with
was
my dad. Me and
all
my
right.
dad will watch war movies.
Yeah.
I did like Project Hail Mary, but
Oh,
like I said,
oh, that's a
when
good
we talked
point.
about it,
We did.
that one
My wife and I watched that the other day. Fine. Well, it technically we had to watch it in 2 days,
okay.
because our our children had to go to sleep and they let us finish it the first day. But
I thought it was good. It was
I
true
liked
enough
it.
to the book, and there
Yeah.
wasn't a whole lot of, like, obviously, every movie based on a book is gonna have some things left out, but it didn't leave out shit that you need.
Sure,
Some
sure,
movies
sure.
leave out shit that you need,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
just leaves you like, "What the hell is this?"
Right. I
I
can't
think it was done well. It was a good adaptation.
I can't stand that shit when they're like, "Well, we had to leave this out because, it's
Yeah.
misogynistic for our time." Well, bitch, the book wasn't written fucking for our time. Like, shut the fuck up. It's an integral part of the story.
Don't
But
change the strangers because you can't handle the truth.
but I'm kind of curious. So, without giving too much away, the ending after the whole event happens, and you see Ryan Gosling's character at the end and what he's doing. Was that in the book?
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
lot more
Okay.
detail on that ending too in the book, but like I said, you don't need all of that
Sure, sure,
detail in the
sure.
movie to understand what's going on now.
Yeah.
Like you get it. It was definitely in the book,
That's cool.
and
That's
I was
cool.
hoping while I was watching it, like if they don't add that part,
Yeah.
they like change the end. That's gonna be corny.
No, it's
Uh,
great because like I liked the way that they basically jumped you into the adventure and then you learned about how he got there throughout the story, right? And
and they
so
did that in the book too,
okay,
like
okay.
where they take you to these little
Yeah,
flashbacks.
yeah. That was good. I
Like,
thought that
you
was
learn
great
about
storytelling.
how he got to the position he was in,
Yeah.
because the same as the movie, he kinda was like, "Oh, he woke up and he's like, 'Oh, shit, what's going on?'"
Right, right.
And he
Wait,
slowly learns
dude, I
everything.
thought it was so funny. He's like, he's like, where am I? And then he does that like fucking incredibly complex math problem. He's like, am I a genius? But I like the way that I didn't know if that was because I've never read the book, so that's cool that they do that in the book too. Because like I think there's that moment when they're trying to convince him to do the thing, do the quest or whatever, the mission,
Yeah,
and the guy is like, you know, who do you have that you would die for, right? And he's just met this fucking like rock dude and like Rocky. Is a classic name, very very in your face.
yeah.
And so yeah, like I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was really good. Yeah, and I like Ryan Gosling. I'm not gonna lie. I hope they do actually make a sequel to The Nice Guys because I thought that was a highly underrated movie with him and Russell Crowe.
That's one that I haven't really seen yet, and, I like, Ryan Gosling might be one of my new favorite
He's probably
actors,
my favorite actor right now. Yeah,
or
I like him a
new
lot.
new to me, like, every movie I've seen him in, um, there's only one that I didn't finish watching that I started, and that was, Lars and the Real Girl.
Okay, yeah, the one where he like falls in love with the doll or something.
Yeah, and
I haven't seen
that's
that
just
one
one
yet
of those
either.
artsy probably movies that it's gonna be boring as hell, but maybe I should give it a chance, I don't know, because he does a lot of films where he plays an odd character, but
And
it works for him.
he is the epitome of I do a popcorn movie so I can do the art movie that I want to do. He was in this movie, so he ends up I don't know if they're actually married or not, but he's basically like a life partner now with Eva Mendes. they met on a movie called The Place Beyond the Pines, where he
Mm,
plays basically like I think he's a former meth dealer. Um, but like that was the first time I saw him basically be like an action hero, and he kicks some ass in that movie. Like if you think he fucking kicks ass in Drive, he fucking fights really well in The Place Beyond the Pines. What
okay.
is
I'm gonna have to look at his library of movies and watch some more because, like I said, the ones I've seen, I've liked. I liked the Blade Runner sequel. I thought that was really good.
Yeah. I enjoyed the Blade Runner sequel too, and I like the fact that they changed, like the woman, right, the quote unquote love interest from an android to basically an AI, and
Yeah,
I thought that was smart. Three linear stories. So Gosling plays a motorcycle stunt rider who supports his ex lover and their newborn son through a life of crime. That's okay.
you know,
Yeah.
meth dealer, stunt rider,
Yeah.
almost the same thing.
uh,
Um,
but I mean,
and the movie
it's
that
it's got a good
probably I don't
cast.
think you've seen it because I brought it up before, but you should definitely see it. He was in a movie called Stay. That was probably my first movie I saw him in.
Okay.
And I didn't know who he was, but I thought that movie was fucking awesome. I think Mark Ruffalo's in that movie. I'm trying to think of other people that are in the movie, but
Ewan McGregor is
oh,
in
it's
it.
Ewan McGregor, not Mark Ruffalo.
And
I don't know
Naomi
why I thought
Watts. Oh shit! And the original Mario, Dennis Haskins or whatever his name is.
Oh,
Bob Hoskins. Sorry,
Bob,
Dennis. Who the
yeah,
fuck am
Bob
I
Hoskins.
talking about?
Dennis the Menace was in there. Yeah,
uh,
it was like a really good movie, and it's another one of those. Like I said, Ryan Gosling has some. Uh, I don't want to say not mainstream. I felt like that one was mainstream, but it was also odd. It's
mhm.
mind bending. Mind bending's the right word. That would be
Okay,
a
yeah,
category on
psychological
Netflix.
thriller. That's what
Yeah,
it says here. Yeah,
and so it fucks with your head
that
during the
shit's right
whole
on my
movie.
shit. That's right on my alley. It sounds to
I won't
me
call it a Scanner Darkly, but
okay.
Scanner Darkly is
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
weird.
You know what
I
movie
would say
was
it's kind
fucking
of weird,
speaking of
but once
Scanner
you
Darkly? Speaking of the Scanner Darkly, you want to know a movie fucking blew my mind? Uh, it's in that same anime style as a Scanner Darkly. Waking Life.
oh, you know what? That's one that I was interested in and never saw. That came out in like the early 2000s. Probably
Yeah.
actually pre-2000.
2001, I think.
Okay.
But that shit fucking blew my mind. Like you're
Uh,
watching him. He's like, oh, you got this guy on a fucking boat, but in reality, it's just a car that he just treats like a boat. Like it fucking mind blowing shit, dude. Like
Might have to watch that one.
yeah, it's a good one.
I think that's
Directed by
called
Richard
rotoscope. Is
Linklater.
that right?
What was that?
The animation process is called rotoscope or
Rotoscoping.
something.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. But it's got a huge cast in it. So it's actually got um Ethan Hawke and the blonde girl that's in Before Sunrise and After Sunrise. If you ever saw those two films,
Uh,
they play their characters in Waking Life, and it's like them kind of in between the two movies. So the first one, I think it's called Before Sunset, and the other one I think is is it before? No, Before Sunset. Okay. Yeah, Before Sunset. Oh, this Before Sunset is the second one. Okay, so the one before that must have been um in the blah blah blah. The sequel to
something else
Before
happened to it.
Sunrise is the first one. Okay. But they play these two characters that like have a chance meeting, and then they fall in love, and they have this one night together, um, and then they go their separate ways after the movie, like when the movie ends, and then Before Sunset is they kind of reunite for some reason, and I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was pretty good. But the Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy who play these characters they play those characters in Waking Life, and they kind of explain what the movie is going to be and how it's like going to play out and stuff. It's a fascinating movie, and I'm doing a terrible job trying to like explain it because it's fucking it's out there. But if
I'll
you
just have
like
to watch it.
philosophy
I
and
like those
stuff,
mind-bending movies
yeah.
and things that get philosophical.
If you
I've
like
told you about a movie I
philosophical
watched
films,
where it's just philosophical, but they literally sat in one room the whole time and had conversation. And the movie just, I sat there watching it and thought, this is a fucking great movie. I've
speak
showed friends and they're like, you're fucking stupid. This is so fucking boring.
so
It's like, oh,
speaking
that's because you guys are dumb.
yeah, because you're a fucking idiot. So so speaking of Waking Life and Ethan Hawke and Before Sunrise and Before Sunset, this was all starring Ethan Hawke and directed by Richard Linklater. His first movie was a movie called Tape with Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman and some other guy that I have seen before. He's in a Dead Poets Society. He's the child that he's the son that wants to be the actor, but his dad won't let him. And
Is that the
so
one that
he
kills himself later?
yeah unalives himself at the end because he goes out
Oh,
and
I'm
he
not going to censor myself like that.
which is another great movie too because he goes out and like he gets this standing applause, and his dad is just like, "You're gonna be a fucking doctor. Get in the fucking car." And it's like, dude, that shit's so heart wrenching, man. Like he just went
Yeah.
out there and he fucking just got a standing ovation doing what he loves. And all you can think about is why he's not gonna fucking do this anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
It's been a while since that one.
but
Uh,
so he it's just the three of those characters in a hotel room, and Ethan Hawke has invited these two people over because they went to high school together and they haven't seen each other since high school. Well, the whole movie is about Ethan Hawke trying to get this guy to admit and apologize to Uma Thurman, who believes that he raped her in high school. And it's just, you want to talk about a fucking intense movie that takes place in one location with very minimal fucking actors and stuff. That's another fucking crazy movie. Is
okay.
called Tape.
Tape. I wonder if I just added Waking Life to my watch list
Okay. Yeah, Tape was
because
2001.
tape.
Yeah.
Is this the
Uh
one? It's three high school friends dissect painful memories. That's it. Okay. I can add it, but I don't know if I can watch it with my subscription. I'll add it to my watch list. We'll figure it out.
but that I was shown that in my first screenwriting class because the teacher showed it and he's like, "Hey, like you don't have to put this fucking amazing Spider-Man action, $200 million movie together to make a good film."
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
And
The
he's
movie I was
like,
talking about is called oh shit. Oh, it's called The Man from Earth.
"The Man from Earth."
Literally happens like it start in the living room or the main room of a cabin. A group of friends get together and then they started having conversation. But to me, the conversation, where the story goes in the conversation, was just really intriguing, and it's a good take on. I don't want to spoil it. I'd rather you see it for yourself, and then you
Yeah,
can tell me if you
okay.
like it or not. Like I said, I had one of my best friends watch it. I sat down and watched it again with them because I liked it so much, and then they both look at me like I'm an asshole for wasting a couple hours of their night.
I mean, it's got Tony Todd in it. It's got Venom himself in it. Yeah, dude. It's got Candyman, David
Which
Lee
one?
Smith.
The one I just told you about?
Yeah. Man from Earth.
The Man from, or is it A Man from Earth?
In 2007, impromptu goodbye party for Professor John Oldman becomes a
Yeah, yeah.
mysterious interrogation after the retiring scholar reveals to his colleagues he has a longer and stranger past than they can imagine.
Great movie. Oh shit, I can watch this one for free. I'm watching it again.
Yeah, David Lee Smith is a
Yeah.
good actor. I like John Billingsley, who must play the professor. Because that's what he's old enough to play.
This one is I wonder what it is on Rotten Tomatoes because here's a 4.4 out of 5. IMDb 7.8 out of 10.
7.8. Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty good. Its popularity has gone up 154 spots. It is now sitting at place 1,412. But
And it did so well they made a sequel, which is probably garbage.
oh, okay. So yeah,
So I wouldn't watch the sequel, and I haven't watched the sequel because I just don't want
to ruin the first one. Yeah.
to
So okay. So
ruin.
that
ruin
the sequel must be The Man from Earth, Holocene or Holocene or whatever. Yeah, that one's only got a 5.2 on
the
IMDb.
man still from Earth.
The
Yeah,
the
I mean,
man's
but even if you see like the picture from like I'm looking at it on Amazon Prime, it looks like it's kind of a grainier film.
sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe that's just the way it
The
looks.
trailer on IMDb is definitely 4:3 pillar box and everything. Yeah, it looks like an old film, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
the tracking from the VCR starts at the beginning. It's just a good movie, to me anyway. I won't say that and tell you that you're gonna like it 'cause, I think we both got our thoughts in and both conversations, both topics
I agree. I
were
also
all
agree
great.
that you should hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, so you know when we do drop a new podcast episode, and share with your friends and family as well.
Hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jay,
I'm Chris.
and this is Credits and Controllers. See y'all next time.
Peace.